Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. The spring transfer portal window only open for 10 days. It's a shorter window. We're already on day 4, and it's been kind of eerily quiet for Tennessee, right? You remove the drama, you remove the bombshell. Everybody's talking about Nico entering the transfer portal. You remove that, and it's been kind of quiet. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We knew going into this thing that Tennessee wanted to add a wide receiver. They wanted to add somebody on the interior of the defensive line. But then you add in the news, the drama, everything going on with Nico. And I see some of your comments. I see some of you that say, Boogie, let's roll with Jake. Let's roll with George. We don't need another quarterback. Let's go play football. I disagree. You got to have 3 scholarship quarterbacks unless you've got somebody like a Gaston Moore who's basically like a coach in the quarterback room. We've had the conversation. Would he be willing to come back? I don't know, but Tennessee is evaluating quarterbacks. There's no news. There's no movement. There's very little rumors. There's a couple of rumors that we've talked about. Pete Nakos put out an update. We're going to get to that on the back half of the video, but when you kind of lump that drama, the Nico drama, and then you look at now you're trying to add a quarterback, and you also need a wide receiver. It's not easy to get a wide receiver to come to Tennessee in the transfer portal when he doesn't know who's going to be throwing him the football. So we're going to talk about that on the back half of the video. So far, though, it's also been eerily quiet with the guys that have hit the portal outside of Nico. You've had Christian Charles, you've had John Slaughter, and now Aiden Bustel has entered the transfer portal. He takes to Twitter. He says, "What trials and tribulations are not gifts from God? I am blessed." And again, I lumped this in with John Slaughter. I lumped this in with Christian Charles. Not a whole lot to say here. Just a guy that probably wasn't going to contribute in 2025. But you got to love the story, right? He was a 3-star kid in the class of 2023, and he was an in-state kid, Mount Juliet, Tennessee. He got to suit up for the in-state school, the University of Tennessee, and that's something that he can carry with him forever. But if Aiden Bustel is just looking for an opportunity to go somewhere else and play football, I fully support that. So best of luck to Aiden Bustel wherever he ends up moving forward. But now the 4th player to enter the transfer portal. Again, as I said at the top of the video, we know that Tennessee wanted to add a wide receiver. We know that Tennessee wanted to add somebody on the interior of that defensive line. We got 2 defensive linemen, one that's set to visit and one that plans to visit. We're going to get into that. Then we're going to talk quickly about that Pete Nakos article with the quarterback situation. Should we be concerned? A lot to get into, but I need you guys to do that YouTube stuff for me. Smash the thumbs up right down there below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. If it's your first time here, welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. We're not experts or insiders. We're not media. We don't pretend to be. What we are is exactly what you guys are. We're just fans. We're fans that react. We may react to an internet rumor. We may react to on-field play. We may for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, subscribe, click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Going to be live tomorrow night, Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. EA Sports College Football, but talking all things Tennessee football. But also we will go live at any time if news pops off with the transfer portal. But let's move forward. Let's talk about a couple of defensive linemen that Tennessee definitely has interest in. And we're going to start here with Joel Starlings, defensive lineman from North Carolina, 6'4", 320 pounds. He's a redshirt sophomore, got 3 years of eligibility remaining. If you go back to his high school days, he was a highly rated 4-star prospect coming out of high school in the class of 2023. At one point, he was committed to Michigan, but then he flipped that commitment to North Carolina. Some of the other schools involved with his recruitment: Oklahoma, South Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia. Tennessee was also involved, but they didn't make the cut. They didn't make that top 12. However, they did still recruit him out of high school. He's not seen a whole lot of playing time at North Carolina, played in just 1 game as a true freshman, did not register any sacks, and then last season played in just 3 games and did record 1 tackle. According to 247 Sports, it's Tennessee, Michigan State, South Carolina, and Utah that have all reached out to him. And then 247 Sports goes on to confirm, and also Austin Price over at volquest.com confirmed that he is looking to schedule a visit and get on campus. Going to look at another portal visitor as well. Let's switch gears. Let's change gears. Again, Tennessee looking to add somebody on that interior of the defensive line. That guy, Joel Starlings, looking to get on campus. This guy is already scheduled to visit. That's Western Michigan defensive tackle Mason Nelson is beginning to set transfer visits. He's already taken a trip to New Mexico, and we'll see the following schools soon: Tennessee, Cincinnati, Minnesota, and Toledo. We can go take a look at kind of what he's done. He's going to be a 5th-year senior. So this is one of those one-and-done deals, and I would imagine typically with these guys that are one and done, these trips are probably going to go pretty quick. I don't even know if he'll give any quotes. We've seen that a lot with these guys that are upperclassmen. They don't even want to talk to the media. They want to come in. They want to see if they fit in your defense, and then they want to get out of town. Finished last season, had 30 tackles, 2 sacks, 8 tackles for loss, also forced 2 fumbles. The year prior, 2023, had 32 tackles, including 3 sacks and 5 TFL. So a veteran guy, a guy that's got some experience. Again, not a lot here, just scheduled to be on Rocky Top early next week, according to Austin Price. And then again, as you can see there, the article says he's already been to New Mexico, and he's also scheduled visits to Cincinnati and Minnesota. Of course, you see Toledo there on the list as well. As of now, has not scheduled that visit. But that's just a couple of names on the defensive line that I wanted to throw at you guys. Just so much information coming out today in the transfer portal. But then lastly, I want to talk about this quarterback situation. Pete Nakos takes to Twitter. Says new quarterbacks in the ACC and Big 12 receive pay raises this week to keep them at their respective schools. Pete Nakos reports a Big 10 school is working through the details of a new contract with its starting quarterback. When Nico hit the portal, you knew this was going to be a thing. Anybody that had experience, anybody that was a starter, they're going to use this as leverage. It's college football in 2025. That's what it is. The title, if you click the link of this video, the title of this video is As Quarterback Market Tightens, Tennessee Still Evaluating Options. Now, for me, is the panic starting to set in? Are you starting to get concerned? Or are you just kind of rolling back to, all right, we're rolling with Jake. Let's go. And I saw a poster on VolQuest say this, and I thought it was kind of spot on. It said the whole screw Nico, F Nico, good riddance Nico, the anger at Nico has kind of faded some, right? It's like when all this first started, and we knew Nico was on the way out the door, and he no-showed practice, and he wasn't talking to Coach Heibel, you're slowly feeling this momentum towards riding with Jake Merklinger. I even tweeted out the picture of Jake to kind of stir up the hornet's nest a little bit. Everybody was behind Jake. And then we went to the orange and white game, and it was underwhelming. And I get it. It's a small body of work. It doesn't mean anything. But now that's starting to fade. And now we start going back into that momentum swing of we got to hit a home run in the portal. We got to have a guy that's going to come in and win a Heisman. We got to have that five-star guy. We got to have that elite guy. We got to have that sexy name from the portal. And it's almost like the confidence and support in Jake has kind of disappeared, and now we're desperate, and we've got to have a body in the portal. Now, let me say this. I said it at the top of the video. We have to have 3 scholarship quarterbacks in 2025. So I wanted Tennessee to get this thing done quick. I thought we would move quicker than we have. I think you're going to have first a hard time adding a wide receiver or 2. I think they need to add 2 wide receivers in the portal if you have no idea who's going to be throwing the football to them. Now, again, is Tennessee confident in Jake? If they're having conversations with a wide receiver in the portal, are they selling Jake, or are they selling, hey, we're going to go get the right fit. We're going to go get the right guy in the portal. Talk about evaluations. Are they not interested in the guys who've entered the portal? Are they working behind the scenes? Been a lot of rumors, not a lot of names thrown around. Sam Levitt keeps getting thrown around. Avery Johnson, Wyatt Becker, DeMond Williams, quarterback at Washington. A couple of the big ones, a couple of the hot ones. Rocco Becht, quarterback at Iowa State. This article says sources have told Pete Nakos and Steve Wiltfong that Rocco Becht is happy at Iowa State. So go ahead and shut that one down. Let's stop that rumor. I made a video yesterday talking about the quarterback at Notre Dame, Stephen Angeli. He's mentioned in the article from Nakos saying that Tennessee is currently evaluating him. Is panic setting in? Where are you guys at? Let's talk about it in the comments section. Here's a quote from a Power 4 general manager in regards to where Tennessee is at. He said, it's effing wild. I would be sweating if I was Tennessee. Tennessee might need to call someone and pay them $4 million to get a quarterback. I love what they did off of principle with Nico. Goes on to say, I'd give it a couple of more days. They had to have seen it coming. I don't think they're going to go after Steve Angeli. So the hot rumors, Rocco Becht, Steve Angeli, sound like those are starting to disappear. Is it time to panic? Are you going to have to go pay somebody $4 million? And if so, would it have been worth it to pay Nico $4 million? I don't know. We can argue and debate that in the chat. A lot of you call me an idiot for saying I would have paid him up front. I think if it happens quietly behind the scenes, doesn't become a public thing, Nico doesn't miss practice, I think we're just moving forward. But there's a lot of stuff involved with that. A lot of stuff coming out with the Nico camp and the Nico situation. But if you have to go spend $4 million in the portal on another quarterback, what was the point of all of this? Is panic starting to set in? Jump in the comment section. Let's talk about it. As always, smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. I would greatly appreciate it. Go check out the Talkin VAWLS merchandise, bonfire.com. youtube.com/store/Talkin Vols. You can also help this channel by hitting that join button down below. It's right beside subscribe. You can join the channel for $1 a month. $1 a month. You get custom Talkin Vols emojis, access to fan call-in shows, but more importantly, you are supporting this channel that is for the fans, by the fans. All the links to do that are in the description as well, but that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin Vols Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.